I'd like to introduce you to one of our newest tools, the Saddle T-Square, which is also one of my favorite one-time tools. Except now it isn't a one-time tool anymore. We're now able to machine these on a regular basis, so you can order them whenever you need them. The Saddle T-Square is similar to a traditional square, and we make a bunch of those. This is the 851, and it also has some similarities to the Pocket T-Square. The difference is that it's machined out of a single block of aluminum. This 2-pound block of aluminum turns into actually an 8-inch one of these. But it's really, really good at a few things. First off, if you take a look at the design, you'll notice that the edges are beveled down to the work surface, and that brings the inch scale markings down to your workpiece. And what that does is it eliminates parallax. And then also, which may not be as obvious, but the blade is exactly the same width as the fence is long. So this whole edge is what's called coplanar, and that makes it very easy for me to mark not just the surface of my board, but the edge as well. So in one fell swoop, boom, I've got a mark on 2 perpendicular faces. So now if I take it to the chop saw and for some reason I have to flip it over, I can still see this mark on my side. The other really useful thing are the holes. Let's just take a simple task. Say I wanted to mark a line 1 inch from the edge on this board. I could take a tape measure, put a mark here, put another mark down here, and then use a straight edge, try to eyeball the two together, and keep it from moving, and then draw my line. It's a whole lot easier to take that pencil, stick it in the 1-inch hole, and just scribe a line perfectly parallel to the edge. But check this out. Say I need another line a 1/4 of an inch away from that one. I can do that in just seconds without having to reach for my tape measure or a straight edge again. And you can just keep doing that. Every 32nd of an inch, that's the spacing in the holes for the inch versions, or every millimeter for the metric versions. Now you might be thinking, how precise can that be? That hole, the 1 millimeter hole, is bigger.
Success in woodworking greatly relies on your ability to set up your woodworking power tools and machines to make accurate and precise cuts. Raising the bit or adjusting your blade to the perfect height or setting the fence in the ideal position are essential steps in getting high-quality results. You can achieve this with careful measuring or repeated test cuts, but that's time-consuming and still leaves a margin of error that often results in extra steps or ruined workpieces. For fast, accurate setups every time, the Craig Precision Router Table Setup Bars can be used. Each of these precision setup bars, made from high-quality aluminum, are actually 3 gauges in one. Start with the depth gauge to set the perfect bit or blade height. The setup bar straddles the router bit or table saw blade, making it easy to see when you've reached the desired height. Raise the bit or blade until it just touches the gauge, and you're good to go. Next, adjust the fence using the fence gauge. Simply place the gauge against the fence and slide them both over until the gauge lightly contacts the cutting edge. Lock the fence down and you're ready to cut. Finally, in certain applications, you can check the accuracy of the cut using the step gauge on the setup bar. Each kit includes 7 setup bars from 1/8 inch to 1/2 inch that will work with virtually any router table or table saw. The bars are stored and organized in a convenient case, so they're an easy reach for fast, accurate setups. Thanks to the accuracy of the Craig Precision Router Table Setup Bars, your projects will come together faster, with better results, and fewer mistakes than ever before.
Rockler's assembly square is attached to the corner clamping jig by 2 machine screws. Simply drive the screws and secure the assembly square and you are ready to rock for perfect 90-degree assemblies. The large glass-filled polycarbonate features an extra wide base, high walls, and strong Acme threaded screws to hold your workpiece securely in place. The clamping pad is a thick cushion pad to prevent marring your workpiece. The corner clamping jig can secure stock up to 1 inch thick. To use, simply place your material on the clamping surface and apply clamping pressure using the Acme threaded clamping pads. Here I am joining 2 cabinet parts at a perfect 90-degree angle. The corner clamping jig spaces your workpiece 3/4 inch off the table, so using a standard 3/4 inch piece of plywood as a spacer, you can prevent your workpiece from tipping. I apply clamping pressure to both sides of the jig and then apply a second corner clamp to the jig on the top. Once secure, I apply a bead of regular wood glue and then pre-drill and drive screws to secure the 2 cabinet parts together.
Innovation has long been the hallmark of Irwin Tools. The next generation of Irwin Quick Grip one-handed bar clamps has arrived. New accessories and upgrades on Quick Grip family of one-handed bar clamps make them easier to use in multiple applications. Irwin's push button makes for faster and more fluid use to each clamp and streamlines utilization of accessories. Removable swivel jaws allow for new applications and enhance the ease of use. New wide pads double the width of the standard clamping pads, distributing the same clamping force across a wider surface area. With the medium and heavy-duty clamps, coupling them together is easier than ever. The bars connect together to increase the length of one-handed bar clamps for large-scale projects. The corner clamp accessory converts one-handed bar clamps into corner clamps that securely hold 90-degree angles with ease. The new hold-down jig accessory turns clamps into strong and sturdy table clamps to hold workpieces while sawing, cutting, or performing other tasks. The edge clamp accessory holds trim and edge work tightly in place, while being glued or affixed to work by other means. The stand accessory provides accurate level clamping power to projects that require parallel clamping at the same time.
Get precise with the Craftsman corded 5-amp variable speed jigsaw. Featuring a variable speed trigger, This saw offers tremendous control, as well as 4 orbital settings to adjust the cut aggressiveness depending on your material and application. A bevel shoe lets you pivot for angled cuts, and its lightweight design and contoured overmolded handle makes it comfortable to use. At the end of the workday, it can be stored conveniently within reach. Make clean cuts with the Craftsman corded 5-amp variable speed jigsaw. Craftsman, we build pride.